and welcome to a stormy Sheffield. Yep, we're in the middle of Storm Gareth. It's blowing a hoolie, the river's up behind me, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed it doesn't get any higher because my studio here is just literally a few feet away from it. Anyway, I also want to welcome you back to the vlog because it's been a few weeks since I did one and I have got lots to share with you. So let's get started on this week's episode, episode 12. A busy few weeks and we've had a half term thrown into the middle of it as well, just for good measure. I've finally got the 8 pieces of work ready and sent off to the Robin's Nest Gallery down in Wargrave. Their exhibition for their 4th birthday celebrations starts on the 15th of March and I'm really excited to be a part of it. If you follow the page on social media, you'll have seen some of the work that Joe's got coming into the gallery. It's absolutely fantastic. Second thing that's kept me busy is the fact that I've launched my first online workshop course. I couldn't be happier or prouder about this, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about that later on in the vlog. First of all though, I want to share a trip with you that we took to the East Yorkshire coast. We had a weekend up at Scarborough and Filey and it was absolutely wonderful. It was a very inspiring weekend and it was lovely to spend some time at the beach. You know how much I love getting over to the coast. Did you notice the light on the second part of the clip there? When we went down to Filey, there was a very milky sun and the atmosphere on the beach was absolutely incredible. It's very tranquil and peaceful. Now, I don't know about you, as a creative person, even when I'm on a family day out, I'm always looking for things that might inspire me. The artist's brain is constantly whirring away in the background there. So, inspiration is a funny old thing. It's a little bit elusive. You can't sort of just go and find it. It seems to find you, if that makes sense. So, that day there at Filey, we were on the Cobb, which is a sort of cobbled ramp going down to the beach, staggered with boats. We noticed the fishing nets and the boys on the boats and the way the sunlight was casting the path across the sea and onto the sand, the wet sand. And all of those elements added up to really inspire me. Now that's a feeling that I would associate with maybe like a glimmer of excitement or delight, something that sort of fizzes and really catches your eye and raises your awareness. So keep an eye out for that when you're out and about. Even if you're just in your neighbourhood, you don't necessarily have to take a day trip to go and hunt down or try and hunt down the elusive inspiration, but be aware that it can sort of happen at any time, and it really can influence your feelings about your work and what direction you might be going in, and just a single photograph or an image that you sort of store to memory can be really, really useful for you in the future. That's another reason why I like to carry a little notebook with me, so I can jot things down as I go so I don't forget about them. Speaking of being inspired, we also took a trip up to Benningborough Hall recently, which is a beautiful National Trust property up by York. And it timed quite well with the paintings I was doing for Joe at the gallery. We had an impromptu burst of spring during February, and temperatures in Yorkshire hit 17-18 degrees, it's really quite unprecedented. We don't usually get temperatures and sunshine like we did then, but obviously with the warm weather out came all the spring flowers, so it was a perfect opportunity to head up there and take some time looking at the snowdrops and the daffodils and spending a lovely day out with my family. Here's a clip. So this is my course, Creative Confidence, and it's a downloadable workshop that you work on at your own pace in the comfort of your own home. You might be wondering why I created this course, and there's a couple of reasons, and I'll quickly fill you in. I won't take up too much time waffling. Back when I was 18, my A-level art tutor told me that I was never going to make it as an artist. I mean, that blew my mind back then, and it did go on to alter the path that I took through my life. And looking back, I do still have a little sense of loss around those years where I wafted about doing office jobs and things like that instead. Luckily I found my way back, but there's a lot of people who don't. And over the years, working as an artist at different fairs and things, and just receiving emails from people, the amount of folks who have said things like, I wish I could do what you do, I'm not good enough, or somebody told me I'd never be able to be an artist. Certain things started to fall into place for me, and I began to realise that I wasn't the only one that this had happened to, and that there were plenty of us out there suffering and struggling with our own demons and our negative self-belief, low confidence levels, and I wanted to create something that would help people overcome that. So this is why the workshop exists, and you are very, very welcome to head over to my website to find out more details. I'll put a little bit of an explanation underneath and a link to the page for you if you're curious and want to find out some more. I did have an email recently, one of quite a few actually since the course has been launched, from someone who hasn't done any art in 40 years, and they'd written to tell me how they thought the teaching was very gentle on the course and that it encouraged them to start again. Now, after 40 years, that's absolutely incredible, and this is what the course is all about. So do take a look if it's something that you feel that you'd like to find out more about. In the meantime, now, up to date, the gallery will have launched its exhibition now. It's now the 15th of March. What else has been happening? Let me think. Yep, the course is launched. I've been working on stuff for Mother's Day here in the UK, and I've curated a lovely collection which is also available on my website, featuring cards, prints and originals. And I've just also, good news, lovely news, I've just had 3 pieces of work accepted by Whistlefish for publishing as well, including these. Can you see them through the cellophane? These 2 beauties, and my newest painting. Can you see that? The light's awful. Goes over the tide stream anyway. And that's going to be available for sale too again soon. And I'll be letting my mailing list subscribers be the first ones to hear about that. So if you'd like to sign up to be on my mailing list, you'd be very welcome. And again, the link is on my website, so you can find all the information there. For the rest of the day, I've got some new work to start, and then I'm out for lunch with some friends. So I'm going to bid you farewell, and all being well, fingers crossed, I will be back on my vlogs with a bit more regularity, and I will really look forward to catching up with you again soon. So thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, click the button below if you've enjoyed watching today, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.